Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Let's see here. Am I set? I think I am set. Everything is as it should be. I think. Okay. Oh, that's right. I remember when I streamed last time, yesterday, I realized that the follower alert sound doesn't come through the stream. I need to figure out where the sound comes from. Dang. Does it come from my browser? Or does it come from... If you all would just bear with me for a second. I'm going to... Let's see. Send test alert. I'm assuming that no one heard that. Let's see what happens. I know what to do. I will mute Twitch and send the test alert. Okay, so I think the sound is coming from OBS itself. So that would imply to me that I should make a new audio source for OBS. Which seems like it's like an infinite loop of OBS sourcing itself. But okay. I'm gonna say we'll call this OBS audio. It doesn't even show up here though. Hang on. We're not gonna do that actually. Let's get rid of that. Application audio capture. Audio input capture. I mean, it should be that. What about audio input capture? No, it only has microphone. Hello, Bladed Pride! Welcome to the stream! I am messing around with figuring out how to make sure that the actual follower sound alert plays instead of just the animated GIF that pops up. For the last year that I've done my stream, I've only used one audio channel in OBS. And, that meant that it was... Well, I only used 2 audio channels. I used my microphone audio channel, obviously, and I had my desktop audio channel, which meant that you, the stream listeners, could hear every sound I could hear. But now I have it so different things that make sounds in my computer each have their individual OBS audio channels, so that I can mute them, you know, specific ones for stream if I so desire. But that also means that you won't hear it unless I actually include an audio channel for it. So that's what I'm messing with right now. But I guess I'll just... You know what? That is something I need to research off stream. And that is what it will be. So... just pretend that there's a big whoosh sound effect anytime someone follows. Bladed Pride says, "No way, you did pull Jiaoqiu. How that happened?" I just pressed the button. I pressed the button enough times and he come out. And as you can see, these are now my resources. I'm down to 27 tickets and 243 stellar jades. I've got 16 of these things to save up for another Star Rail special pass, but I was basically buying them back every time I was doing pulls. Let's take a look at the records. Are you still planning to pull for Ratio's light cone? Pardon me, Dr. Ratio. Good question, Bladed Pride. Yes, I think I started having some doubts. I started thinking about how light cones, like signature character light cones, are really a luxury item. And I feel like getting Acheron's light cone back in the day made me a lot more interested in pulling for signature light cones. Even though I was like, well, I'll still only do it when it's a really special one. And obviously, the Dr. Ratio light cone is a special light cone, make no mistake. But it still is only a light cone, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a character. A character has a much wider range of use in this game than a light cone that you equip on a character. I would argue. The Dr. Ratio light cone will literally only be there for Fei Xiao or Dr. Ratio. And it's also just a PNG. I did say the other day, yep, it is just a PNG. A .png. So I started thinking about how, like, you know, I would really be so happy if I could get Jiaoqiu. Let me run you through. Here, I'm gonna put you on the starting soon screen. No, I'll put you somewhere else. I'll put you on the Chrome screen. Why isn't Chrome showing up? Oh, there it is. I'll put you on the Chrome screen temporarily so I can show you how long it took to get Jiaoqiu without spoiling it. So I'm clicking the arrows until I get all the way over. Oh my gosh, it took so many pulls. Okay, here we are. Bladed Pride, it took so long. I'm on page 17 here. This is rough. So, Casterus, I got a few weeks back. I did win the 50-50. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. It is a 150-50, and that is worth a lot. That's worth a lot. Can you imagine? All of these pulls I had originally been saving for guaranteeing Dr. Ratio's light cone, and I'm throwing them at this thing instead. If it had sent me a standard 5-star, the only way that could have been saved is if it was a new 5-star. With the new system, I have selected Zele, Blade, and the third one that got added. Was it... What are the new ones they added? Was it just Zele and Blade that got added? Maybe it was just those two. Anyway, it still would have hurt. Me, on the other hand, I lost 50-50 with Himeko while I was pulling for Cass. Again. So which part of that is again? You got Himeko, you lost Himeko, or you lost 50-50 to Himeko again, or, oh my gosh, your Himeko is now C4? Oh my gosh. E4, I guess, if we're going by Honkai Star Rail terms. That's, that's rough, buddy. That's rough. I feel for you. Cherix is here! Cherix would like your Himekos. You should just send your Himekos over to Cherix, you know? Send some of the Himeko vibes over to Cherix instead to get rid of it. There you go. That should work for next time, okay? I mean, I guess silver lining is that Himiko's really strong still, with pure fiction and all that stuff. Cherix is like me with E5 Jeopard. Anyway, how are you? I'm pretty good. Once again, a weather report from ShinyBot here. I've got some sunshine outside my window, and that's awesome. I was just diving in to show everyone how my polls for Jiaoqiu went. Since I don't do my polls on stream, I share the history afterwards. It is a good day. When it's a sunshine day, it's a good day here in the Pacific Northwest. Alright, so, starting with Casterus, who I pulled on April 14th. And, this was the first 10 pull I did. Oh yeah, I did a 10 pull yesterday. Or maybe I did 2 10 pulls yesterday. And I got Gallagher, who I already have at E6, unfortunately. I have Gallagher at E6, and I have Lynx at E6. And I have Pela at E3. And I use Pela so much. So that was another part of this banner that was really tempting. You know what I'm saying? I could end up with a bunch of copies of Pela. Right? Like, Pela's so good. She's one of the best 4-stars in this game. I use her so much. But unfortunately, the first 4-star we got was Gallagher, who I already have maxed out. And then I did another 10 pull yesterday, and I got this Natalia? Is that who it was? Natasha 4-star, when she's wearing the mask in it. And then this morning I was like, screw it, I want to pull for Jiaoqiu. And it really was one of those classic gacha pull sessions, okay? One of those classic gacha pull sessions where you're like, I'll just do a couple 10 pulls. Okay, and then it turns into, I'll just use like half of my pulls, and then I'll save the other half for Dr. Ratio. And then that becomes, I'm in too deep, I must keep pulling. It was that exact psychological thing happening. The next 10 pull, Indelible Promise. This is either... I can't remember if this was Misha Light Cone or... I think this was the Misha Light Cone, probably. And, just the bare minimum across the board. And then I got Lynx, who I also have maxed out. Bare minimum 4-star droppings. It was just so bad. Another part was that I wanted to keep pulling because the pulls were so bad. I wanted to have a nice, good pull, you know. And then I got another Lynx. Again, I have maxed out. Good night and sleep well. Pela Light Cone. No Pela, but a Pela Light Cone. But at least it was 2 4-stars, right? And then this was kind of a random nice thing. Someday I would have fun building Qingshui. I would absolutely consider pulling her. If I could figure out a team comp for her, like I don't have Sparkle or anything, I would be on board with that. But single 4-star pull. And finally, Jiaoqiu came home with 3 Lynxes in a row. Not in a row, but 3 Lynx in Jiaoqiu's pull. It was pretty nutty. But that's how it happened. And I still have my E3 Pela after all of that. She was there this whole time. Meanwhile, Gallagher kept getting a bunch of copies, and Lynx kept getting a bunch of copies. But we got Jiaoqiu. I decided that even if he doesn't end up being extremely useful for my account, I mean, he's going to be useful for Acheron. No, there is no denying that. He's not super duper crazy awesome outside of that one situation. So, my choice to pull for him was actually also motivated by the fact that I actually liked his character quite a bit. In the war dance story situation, I thought it was a nice story. Of course, Acheron needs someone who provides her some peaches after all. Peaches.
Still not spicy enough. Keep turning up the heat.
So this is because I love his character. It's you know, it's like a 50-50. I want him because of Acheron, but the other 50% of wanting him was because I actually like his character. I liked how he made me think of the TV show MASH. You know, these doctors that work on the front lines in war, and they just keep patching up soldiers, and the soldiers go out to fight some more, and then they get hurt again and come back, and they die on the operating table, or worse. And I felt his emotions in that. The spoiler that happens at the end of that event that involves him was super epic. I was really impressed with that whole situation. So yeah.
Square formation, circular formation.
Why is he still talking?
Yang formation. What should we try?
I'll leave it on this screen for now. His story during the Shinjo's arc is so cinema. It truly was. I was blown away, and they got me. They sure did. So, I think it is time for me to learn a little bit about him and use him in the Divergent universe today, since I won't be able to build him right away. For those curious, my castress is so close to being done. She is so close. Check out this. Oh, absolutely, we are doing an Acheron run today. Check this out, though, real quick. I got this idea from pridewind.gg. They said that just stacking up a bunch of HP on Casterus is absolutely worth it, even though this light cone is not the right path. So, I took their advice, and that's what we're doing. It does kind of mean that I have these two, like, remembrance light cones. I really hope there's another character who can use the Victory in a Blink light cone, so it wasn't a complete waste for me to build it and Memory's Curtain Never Falls. I'm sure I'll find someone to use it at some point. It's not a troll at all. It provides her with a lot of HP. Nice. I had a feeling that people wouldn't be weirded out by that. It sure was weird to me seeing this huge thing. This character is not on the path of abundance. Effects cannot be activated. It's very scary red text, but it's actually totally fine. Here is her relic set that I'm running for now. I just know that she gets more and more crit rate as you go along building her. Let me see here. I still need to do the crit damage boost. She's gonna get another 5.3 crit rate once I get this node unlocked. So 5.3 plus 33.6. is like almost 40%. And then do her abilities grant her crit rate or something? So much stuff. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I gotta let the dragon do the dragon thing. It's so cool to watch. Try to get at least 50% of crit rate. Combined with her set effect, she'll have around 82%. Right, the set effect is what we're looking for, which is very interesting. Once I realized what it was doing, I was like, what? Decreases the wearer's speed, and before entering battle, if the wearer's speed is lower than 110 to 95, which is so nice. That means that the set bonus does not care if Castorus's speed goes up after the battle has begun. I appreciate that part. It increases the wearer's crit rate by 20% or 32%, depending on how low you can get her speed. And it applies to the wearer's Memless rate at the same time. So we should be able to get 32 crit. And, right. What else? The planar set increases crit damage. So far, I've gotten this piece to roll into crit rate twice, so that might be just fine and dandy there. This one has rolled into effect hit rate and effect resistance. Unfortunately, I don't really have much other options. I don't feel like this one would be worth it. I'd rather try to get crit rate. And this one is not worth it. This one is also not worth it. So for now, this boot piece is the best option I have. And we only have the 1 HP percent planar sphere, but that's fine because it's a crit rate, crit damage substat piece. If only I could get it to roll into that stuff. Someday, eventually. And we've got 2 options for an HP percent link rope. One of them is providing crit damage, and the other doesn't have anything useful for me. Even if I could roll into something useful, I don't want to bother with attack. Or attack flat, obviously. Tell you what, real quick, I just want to see how far I can get. Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Come on. Give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah. You know. Sometimes there are pieces that are... They just... Whatever, it's fine. Anyway, that's the progress so far on Castorus. Oh, do I have enough stamina? Nah, not quite. I'll come back and do it later. Honestly, I need some more of this stuff. Believe it or not. I am very poor on just this basic materials. Hopefully a run on the Divergent universe will give me some more. So yeah. How's about we frickin' do this? I love that. Wait a second, there's like lava? Or is the lava sounds coming from this? Oh, the bubbling sounds are coming from this. Okay. I do have 2K of materials, resin. Materials, resin. Wait a second. You know what I just remembered? I could use... Wait. Yeah. Wait a second. Are you talking about what I'm now realizing? Does that make sense? Like, let me see here. I can just convert these. You can check it on traces. Oh, is that the stuff that, you can use as a substitute or something like that? Traces? Are you talking about... this stuff, maybe? You said 2K, so that's this is what you're talking about, Tear of Souls. And this is a trace material. This is also a trace material. I know that I've used the Tears of Dreams before, but the thing never has me use this stuff ever, and I don't know why. That's why I have so much of it, because the computer has never had me use it, if that makes sense. And I don't know when I use this. When does this get used? Is it if I have enough of these? Maybe? The world materials. So if I have enough, if I have enough Flower of Alia, but I am missing Eternal Lament, the computer will have me consider using Tears of Souls on it. Which is fine. Honestly, though, I have so much. I have a million gazillion, as you can see, of so many of these. I could just use material exchange. I have thousands. I could even get away with doing like 120. How about that? 120. In fact, they added such a thing as a replacement for random materials in DU. Oh, I wonder where that is. I'll take a look. Okay, then I go back here, and then we do synthesis. Whee! And then we do a bunch of these. That's it. Much better. Either way, I will be doing Divergent Universe today with my new favorite character. I don't know. Jiaoqiu. Look into his eyes. I thought he was gonna be evil, and then it turns out he's just a really tired doctor who really wants people to stop being at war. I'm gonna end and finalize this. Okay. I welcome your gentle backseating understanding that I will ultimately make my own decisions. But if you notice that perhaps there is a detail that I am missing or overlooking, that kind of thing, let me know. If it's like, oh, there's this thing that you should do, and you need to do this, and you need to do this, and you need to do this, and you have to give me a bunch of, like, specific instructions to do it, I don't want to do specific instructions. I mean, I don't want to do an entire, like, specific way of doing things. But I would like as much information as you can provide. That would be very appreciated. Belated Pride says, but he also has some evil vibes. He kind of does. He has some... I think he has some rebellion vibes, you know? I got the message loud and clear, Shiny. I appreciate that. I'm still trying to refine what it is I want in terms of, you know, quote-unquote backseating. Because I do appreciate just like a little bit of it. I like learning, you know? I like learning. Okay. I'm thinking Acheron, Jiaoqiu, Pela, Aventurine. What does chat think of that lineup? That sounds good to me. Something like that. So that's, you know, Pela providing the nihility and Jiaoqiu providing nihility. And I have on my Aventurine, I have this light cone. Wait. Yeah. I have this light cone, which also provides a debuff when Aventurine is attacked. So, we're gonna go in like that. I have a question. With Divergent Universe, right now it's on X5 difficulty. How do you make it a lower difficulty if you just feel like doing a lower difficulty? Or is that impossible? Oh, and before I forget, I'm gonna play some follow notifications that you can't hear, unfortunately. How about this? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn off the game audio, and I'm gonna turn on the desktop audio, just temporarily, so that you can actually hear the notifs. But thank you, Queen Katie Bat, for your follow. We raided Queen... Let's see. I gotta spell this right. I raided Queen Katie Bat yesterday, and once another time before that. They are playing some Reverse 1999. I think they are up to Chapter 7. And they're also a deaf streamer. And I really liked the vibe of their stream. And I probably should, like, ask them at some point. But I was thinking about how I should definitely look up ways to make my Twitch live stream more accessible to everyone, you know, regardless of hearing abilities. I don't know what... I don't even know what my settings are right now. If y'all want to, like, test out what closed captions look like for you on my stream at the moment, it does look like I don't have any closed captions. let's see. Oh, I've got a thing here. Easily provide closed captioning for your viewers. All you have to do is install the extension. Go to stream dash cc.gooseman.codes and click on. Okay. Can I do this, like, instantly? I'd like to. Ah! Okay. I should have done this, like, before I started. I apologize for that. So, I hope that next stream I will have closed captions, and that will help people. Yeah, even Bladed Pride says it would help me to understand you a little bit better. For sure. I think the nice thing about prioritizing accessibility is that everyone can benefit from it. So, you know, I think it would help. It helps me every once in a while when I'm watching a YouTuber. Sometimes I would really benefit from having subtitles or captions on. So I wanna do that. Okay, 2 more real quick, and then we'll get on.
Lauder123 just followed.
Lauder123, thank you so very much for the follow. Yesterday, very much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. And I'm assuming, chat, you could hear that audio because I have the desktop audio playing now. So it definitely captured that, I'm sure of it. And one more.
Zim_Zor just followed.
Zimzor, thank you so very much for the follow. I very much appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. That was so nice. I'm pretty sure those follows came from Queen Katie Bad. I believe. So that's very nice. Yeah. Okay. So now that that's there, I will turn on just game audio so that everything is, like, consistent in OBS. Bladed Pride, you said that you suggested playing Day and it would be easier for Acheron's team. Okay, what does this say? Increases ally target's final damage by 20%. And it activates ultimates. Yeah, so, like, Acheron... I'm curious about, you know, Acheron's ultimate doesn't use the same energy charge as other characters, right? She needs those stacks of, I think they're the Crimson something or other, the 9 stacks of debuffs on enemies before she can use her ultimate. So does this actually, like, activate Acheron's ultimate also? That would be great if so. I think it does. But yeah. It does recharge Acheron's ultimate? Okay. I think that's what I've seen it do in the past. Okay! I'm so excited to check out what kinds of build recommendations we can find here. So. There he is. Okay. I'm just gonna save it with those 3. And then, okay, yep, this one has a recommended lineup with Aventurine. So that's great. Okay, Erudition. Erudition with other stuff. This one has Erudition and follow-up. I find it very interesting when there's a follow-up one. If it worked for Fei Xiao, I believe it should work for Acheron as well. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it worked for Fei Xiao. I'm embarrassed to say that I can't actually remember 100% for sure, but I think it did. Okay, and then a bunch of these less important equations seem to follow the hunt. In addition to erudition, we've got like 1 harmony, 2 propagation, just 1 nihility, which I find so interesting. Oh, 2 propagation. Oh, wait, I said that already, I think. Oh, there's some follow-up here. It's so strange. I guess this is nice because this equation says that if you use Brain in the Vat to launch an ultimate, it is considered a follow-up attack. So that's nice. And then what about this follow-up attack equation? Huh. If the attack was a follow-up attack, I guess this equation requires this equation for it to work in this particular... Wait, we have Aventurine. We do have follow-up attacks. Besides ultimates that are going to get considered follow-up attacks with this equation. Interesting. But anyway, lots and lots of erudition. So the most... We definitely need erudition with a smattering of the hunt and like a few choice follow-up, also known as elation blessings. Let's go ahead and apply this plan. Confirm use. These are literally the same. Okay, these are unfortunately are none of those. And we don't have any memo sprites. These are literally all remembrance ones. Chat, please tell me what you think about how these would work with the build that I just looked at. This one says after the Memo Master uses Brain in a Vat. So this would imply that it needs to be a character who has a Memo Sprite. So I'm kind of not wanting to do that one. This one says it increases the maximum stack of critical boost by 4. That's nice. Each stack of critical boost additionally increases by 3%. This looks pretty good. What's this one? Every stack of obsession, which is something we get from the remembrance path. I think this is the best one. I'd recommend you change your first equation in the next bench. Ah. Is the one on the right still not good enough? It gives you more speed, and it increases the maximum amount of critical boost. It's not great, but it's not useless either, I guess. I'm so excited! Oh, right. I don't know how to use Fei Xiao. Not Fei Xiao. Jiaoqiu. I know that everything he does applies debuffs, and that's why we like him for Acheron. But I'm going to have to learn as we go in what ways he does stuff. Oh, when Acheron is approaching enemies, they have things above their heads, I just noticed. Haha. I mean, yeah, it helps in a way, but not that useful. Let's see. Oops! I was too slow. I changed my mind halfway through.
I weep for the departed.
This is the useless ultimate, I know. I'm gonna use Aventurine ult just so I can get some shields going.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off. Watch your head.
Dang, it didn't kill it.
Ready for another?
There we go.
Enemy data
secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
I'm honored by your presence.
It's Jiaoqiu! Okay, so I know that his ultimate makes there be a big thing on the battlefield. A zone. He makes a zone. Targets receive increased ultimate damage, thus why he's excellent for Acheron. And there's a chance of being inflicted with 1 stack of Ashen Roast. Yep. And the trigger count resets every time Jiaoqiu uses ultimate. Right. Zone lasts 3 turns. Got it. Maybe I should have had this at the beginning of the fight.
Since you're all
I need to remember to start with Jiaoqiu's
why not
ultimate,
have a meal?
basically. The best strategy with Jiaoqiu is applying his ultimate as much as possible. Seems that way. Every time an enemy will start their turn, Acheron will gain 1 charge for her ultimate. That's the great difference between him and little Gui. Yeah, I've had Gwynaifen in my roster for a long time, and I knew that she was a potential good candidate for Acheron support, but I never ended up building her. And now I have Jiaoqiu, so it's fine. Let's just do this one. Ah, give me the other blessings. Whatever. And then his technique creates a special dimension that lasts for 15 seconds. After entering combat with enemies in this dimension, deals fire damage, 100% base damage of applying Ashen Roast stack.
Square formation.
All right.
Circular formation.
I like doing passive stuff like this. I love that. So we start off with the ult.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave? The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Watch your head.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Okay.
Ready for another?
And then his skill also applies a stack of Ashen Roast. And what are the maximum amount of Ashen Roasts we can have on enemies? Oh, this one only has 1, so
Think thrice.
keep going.
A little more heat.
Right, good. Ah, it survived. I guess they are very strong enemies.
Destined for oblivion.
Already has ensnarement and exposed, so let's go for it.
I weep
Ult,
for
ult,
the
ult.
departed. It too shall fall.
And what is Acheron at right now? 77 crit rate, 181 crit damage. I want better blessings for her.
More seasoning.
And then, where's that zone? Pyrograph Arcanum is the zone? Yeah. Okay.
Spend freely.
Oh yeah, and Jiaoqiu has these little counting tick marks for keeping track.
Still waters of oblivion.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
No dirty tricks, all right?
Interesting. So when he does this,
A little more heat.
that's
Hedge your
not
bets.
what... Okay, so the ult is what is being counted by the little tick marks down there. Okay.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I'm honored by your presence.
Let's do the slow version.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Yay! So... her crit rate is still like that. Okay. I'm gonna... This is one of those things where I feel like I should save Pela's ult and Aventurine's ult until after Acheron's ultimate, so that they can help get Acheron's ult back up fast. But I also want to take advantage of Pela's ultimate and Acheron's ultimate to help Acheron's ultimate do
Time to
more
make a decision.
damage. What does chat think of this? What if the enemy does not have the debuffs from Pela's ult, nor the debuff from Aventurine's ult? Do you do Acheron ult on the enemies as is, and then use Pela ult, Aventurine ult to help get Acheron's ult back up again? Or do you Pela ult, Aventurine ult, and then Aventurine ult to take advantage of those debuffs? I feel like one of them involves like Acheron having ult faster, which, you know, increases DPS in its own right, but then it's also good for her ultimate to take advantage of the debuffs from Pela ult and Aventurine ult. Before Acheron ults, I recommend you to debuff the enemy as much as possible to deal more damage with her ultimate. Alrighty, so we'll go that route.
Enemy data
That
secure.
sounds good.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Alright, show us all the damage,
I
Acheron.
weep for the departed.
That is very juicy. That is very juicy. Yeah, that was the right call for sure. Oh. I feel like I have plenty of skill points in this team, but whatever. Jiaoqiu, my beloved. Yes! Echo Nines, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. I decided to pull for Jiaoqiu. I mean, look at his silly face. He's so cute, like... I know. When I first saw him, I was like, I don't know. He looks like he's hiding something. Because anime characters who look like that look like they're hiding something. But then I went through the Trailblaze Continuance mission, and I was like, damn, I love this guy. He's a doctor from the TV show MASH, you know? I don't know. If you're not my age, you might not know that show. MASH was a show about military doctors in the Korean War. And it was like a partially comedy, partially drama show. And Jiaoqiu fits right in with those characters, with that cast, I would say. Let's see. My one is so built. Ooh, yeah, nice!
Feeling lucky.
I literally just got him, so he is not built, and that's why we're doing Divergent Universe, so he doesn't have to be... He's so fast. Really? I was looking up that Jiaoqiu apparently has a slower base speed than a lot of characters, but if you can build him properly, I guess you can fix that. 167 speed like Zoom! Oh my gosh! That is quite fast indeed. What kind of light cone do you use, and what kind of light cone do you recommend? I have some options. They're not all available for looking at here, I guess. What light cones are they going to show us? Yeah, these are the light cones that I have on characters. Anything that gives effect hit makes sense. This Nihility light cone is a break effect light cone, so maybe not. Let's see. Is this one effect hit rate? The before the tutorial mission starts might be good. Pearls. The DU one is built for damage over time. What's pearls? What do you mean by pearls? Let's see. Nihility. This is erudition. Erudition. Nihility. I could give Sampo's light cone to Jiaoqiu. I could do that. It's a really simple one, but it does give effect hit rate. The one Pela has. Pearls of Sweat. I use Eyes of the Prey personally. Let's see. Eyes of the Prey. Eyes of the Prey. Eyes of the Prey. You use Eyes of the Prey. Okay. I'm honestly very curious. So, real quick. Just real quick. Let's take a look at what Pridewind.gg has to say about this. Oh, okay, they also are like, Eyes of the Prey is good, Pearls of Sweat is good. The Silver Wolf one works also. Useful when the enemy already has defense reduction applied to them. Okay. Let's see. Reduced defense. Does Jiaoqiu apply defense reduction, or does he just apply take increased damage, you know? Even if you can't take advantage of the energy, it's still 40% effective hit all the time. Yeah, that does sound pretty good. What the heck is this? Solitary healing? I don't know if I even have that on anybody here. Huh. If using with Pela, she can reduce defense. I mean, I guess in a realistic situation, that is what I'm going to be doing in almost every situation I can think of. So, yeah. Let's see here. I want to use his special technique and see what happens.
Slow simmer over low heat.
Did I? I did! I tried to get far away so that I wouldn't pick up that skill point regen point. Oh well.
I'm honored by your presence.
You didn't swap back? Oh, yeah, I didn't take advantage of the,
Since you're already here, why not have a meal
weakness,
before the
toughness, whatever. Oh, I didn't swap back the game! Thank you! No! The simplest of things. I swear, I'm normally super on top of that. I just wanted, just to defend myself here, I'm normally super on top of that.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time
I
for
swear I am.
The dice have been cast.
Jiaoqiu ideally wants 140% effect hit.
Bust.
Over 100%?
Or maybe
Wow.
I'll take it all.
Okay.
Watch your head.
What does Pridewind say? Let's see. Wow. Yeah, Pridewind says 140%. So is that due to some kind of thing in his kit? Maxes out his bonus ability, granting him 240% attack. Wow. Some bosses have 30 to 40% effect resistance. Oh, right! Effect resistance is a thing. I forgot.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Woohoo!
Again.
How about letting the enemy strike first?
Alright, I appreciate the explanation, Echo Nines. It's really useful just to know how the kit works, you know?
Sure, I'll play along.
Okay, I'm gonna use
I weep for
Acheron's
the
ult
departed.
because I don't want to wait for ults to be ready before I use it. And these enemies are not crazy strong or anything.
It's on me.
For 30% ones, it's guaranteed. Right. Mine's at 146 effect hit, 167 speed. aka he's more than good enough. I gotcha. I'm glad we have a Jiaoqiu expert in chat.
Commencing support.
They're giving us all the details. Okay.
More heat. Hedge your bets.
Also, he wants effect hit, main body. Of course, that makes sense. Speed boots, fire damage orb, and ER rope. Yeah, that stuff, I'll probably just go with whatever Pridewind GG says, because they look at a lot of those real, like, the nitty-gritty details of that stuff. And I imagine they probably agree with you. If I looked right now, yep, they say the exact same thing. You use 2-piece speed, 2-piece speed. Got it. Let's see. They put for number 1, Eagle of Twilight Line. Interesting. And it's good with Acheron, who benefits from the increased debuff application. And then the second option is what you were talking about, where you have 2-piece speed, 2-piece speed. Yeah, but I hate Eagle set, like with a passion. You are valid. Sometimes you just don't want to deal with a particular set. I feel like it's very likely that I will just do the speed situation. 2-piece speed, 2-piece speed. I like that a lot. And I don't want to farm this set for one character. That sounds like an absolute nightmare. No, thank you. It's not that I have anything against that set in particular, it's just that I know that that set is only going to be useful for Jiaoqiu. Currently. We'll do that. Fire damage orb isn't needed, by the way. HP or defense are okay, too. Oh, interesting. Some people call Eagle set the American set. The substats are more important. Oh, I see. I will keep all of that in mind. I will make sure that we get to that 140% effect hit rate. His personal damage kind of stinky pre-E2. Oh, I see. Alright.
Fortune should be shared. Feeling lucky. I'm honored by
I need to remember to actually slam on these ultimate things at the beginning.
No dirty tricks.
I weep for the departed. It too shall
I
fall.
just kind of like the idea of ulting with Acheron right away, even though we don't have ults on everybody yet.
The dice
I'm gonna
have
do
been
this
buzzed.
because I want a shield on Pela right now. Okay, I feel better now.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Ready for another?
More season.
Free will or what? Destined
Very
for
nice. Love that damage. What? Okay, I need to be ready to hit some more enemies right after this. Hi! Why didn't you guys get involved? What the heck?
Feeling lucky.
That was really weird. Ah! I need to be ready to hit the ultimates.
Presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before the leave?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
168 speed is ideal, but that's not the easiest thing to do. Totally. I won't beat myself up if I can't get to it, but I'll try.
Watch your head.
We have the upper hand.
How about letting the enemy strike first? A little more heat.
I just realized we're fighting against the things. Are these Borisin? I forget which ones are the Borisin.
Spend freely.
Bladed Pride says, I agree. Yeah. Let's see what Bladed Pride says. Speed. As much as is needed to outspeed all DPS characters and even more than this if desired. Okay, it's very vague.
We've
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
hardly any time left to say farewell.
Spryly Vonwhack could be used to make sure he's coming up there right away. Yeah, I probably will use that, and it'll help me make sure I get his ult up also.
Still waters of oblivion.
Building speed is a pain in the back. It is! Bladed Pride, it's interesting that you say pain in the back. Where I live, we say pain in the neck. I don't know if it's a difference in region or something like that.
Ready for another?
Just an interesting linguistic thing. Or is that a personal thing? Is that a personal preference you like to say pain in the back?
Time for a good old counterattack.
Okay. Alright.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Oh yeah, look at that. I love it. I tend to have back pain way more than the neck. That's why. I gotcha. Okay. Valid. With speed boots and 2-piece speed, that's automatically 37 speed, so that'll put him at 140. He gets 5 speed from traces. I see. I like this stuff. You need 7 speed from substats. Yeah. I guess that would be doable, except I'm also trying to get effect hit rate to be as high as possible. So that's the part where I'm like, okay, it's going to be a battle between getting the substats for effect hit and getting the substats for speed. What's up, Bladed Pride? Give me your input. Do you think the regenerating energy is good? Or have, for some reason, I never pick the stuff that changes the ratio of day and night. Because I'm weird. I don't know. Give me your insight. I will click on whatever... I like your strategy in playing day and night. Okay. Hurry and tell me a thing. I'm gonna click. Tell me what is on your mind. Since you're going to play almost with day boons? Huh. I always just focus on additional and final damage, but that's just me. Oh. The boons. Let's see. Sometimes I pick boons where I have some day boons and I have some night boons, but for this time, I will give it a try and see how I like it. It has been a while since I've chosen a ratio changing boon like that. So I want to see how it feels. Ah, I need to be ready. I forgot. I keep forgetting. I need to be ready with my mouse hovering over Jiaoqiu's button.
Why not have a meal before you leave?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
We have the upper hand.
Nice.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old
Oh, this is basically my team, but Sunday instead of Hela. I gotcha. Excuse me, get some juice.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
It's a little bit warmer today than
Ready for another?
other days have been. And it's only April. Goody. I like the
Sure, I'll play
sun.
along.
I don't like heat. I am complicated. How many waves are we doing? 3.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed.
I would use Gallagher, but his healing method doesn't work well with Sunday. Oh, really? I don't have Sunday, so I'm not super familiar with what all goes down with him.
Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Since allies attack enemies
I like
with
adding
his
fuel to
debuff,
the fire.
Sunday ideally doesn't attack, he just skills. Yeah, I have the same situation when I have Branya in a Gallagher team. And that makes sense because they both literally do the same thing.
Think thrice, act
Bladed
wise.
Pride says, I mean, with
Go off
Ekron and her
twice
team, you want to have
justice.
ultimates prepared as many times as possible. Mm-hmm. Right. Sunday is just Branya 2.0. That's what it seemed like. Bladed Pride says, that's why selecting day-night ratio boons is important.
More season.
Because it
I'm on it by your-
affects
since you're already here. Why not
ultimate
have a meal
things.
before you leave? Hedge your bets. It's on me.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed.
Okay, I like how this team feels. This is feeling pretty good. And also, I like how there's 4 different,
Enemy targets detected. Ready
there's
for
4
another?
different elements represented here. So I feel like I'm less likely to run into a situation where I can't break an enemy. As opposed to when I was using Castorus.
Little more heat. Sure, I'll play along.
Speaking of, I also finished RMC today. Well done! I finished Remembrance MC 2 weeks ago, maybe. And it's been a good time.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
I still don't 100% understand the kit, but I know
The
that
journey begins.
the memo sprite adds to your true damage or something like that.
I weep for the departed.
Oh, I couldn't tell you what their stats are off the top of my dome. I would need to look at it.
Shall fall.
I cannot remember. Also, I tend to play a lot of Divergent Universe, which means their stats are, like, all over the place. So, I don't know. Let's see here. I can look at my character menu once I'm out of here. Man, I'm just not getting the blessings. There we go. Finally. Goodness. Took forever. Sunday's gross. 20% crit rate and like 75% crit damage if he has 200% crit damage. As in, that's what he's giving to his teammates with his boosts. That sounds awesome. I'm gonna pick this up in case I get a propagation equation. Oh, if I go to look at Remembrance MC in the Divergent universe, isn't it gonna be different than my normal stats? I think it will. Yeah, it has a... I can't remember what planar set I have on my Remembrance MC. I do have this light cone on him. He gives 75% if he has 200 himself. Crit damage, right. My Yunli goes to 99.5 out of 350 crit rate to damage. Oh, crit rate to crit damage. That's so cool! Wow!
Feeling lucky.
Gee, mister, you're super strong!
The bigger the risk,
Right.
better the reward.
Okay. What do we have to work with here? I've got 6 hunt blessings. I've got 5 remembrance blessings. I've got 3 erudition blessings. 2 nihility, which I probably shouldn't have picked up, but the pickings were slim. Man. It's a little rough. Bit of a rough start. Are we thinking... roll the die a couple times and see if we get a better equation, or is that asking for trouble? Because these blessings spread here is a little thin. If you want to stick with that equation, I won't blame you. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of worried that if I roll the die, I'm gonna actually make it worse. Let's see. Because of how Yunli's kit is, she gains 100% crit damage on her counter ult. So it's actually 450. It's so nuts. I would have been interested in Yunli, but I have Clara, and I love Clara very dearly because she has a robot friend. And you might have noticed that I like robots quite a lot. I literally, one of the reasons, like, you know, there has to be multiple reasons for me to start playing a game, because one reason isn't enough. But one of the reasons that I started playing Honkai Star Rail is that I learned about the existence of Screwlum, and that he was an NPC robot character that you could talk to and stuff, and had voice lines. And I was like, oh my god, that's great. So that piled on top of everything else, including like Dr. Ratio being a free character, and I already liked him from fan art I saw. And people were saying Honkai Star Rail has like more smoothed out user experience compared to Genshin Impact. That all led up to me starting the game. Let's see. Since Acheron's main damage is by her ultimate, that's why her guide almost consists in erudition equations. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That makes sense to me. I'm 100% holding on to every single erudition blessing I have. And Yunli has massive sword. Yep, yeah, Clara has massive robot, Yunli has massive sword. Fun fact, Yunli's signature is Clara's best light cone. Ah, alrighty, so I'm thinking... this one isn't really going to do me that much good. Let's do this. Her LC gives aggro. I would like an LC that... wait. I have Clara's light cone. What am I talking about? Right. Yeah, Clara needs all the aggro she can get. This isn't going to help me right now, but maybe it'll help me later. If I can get that one equation that counts Brain in a Vat Ultimates as follow-ups. This is not going to help me anytime soon. Gosh, what is with all of these? Ooh. I got back the one I got rid of. Fine, this is fine, I guess. I want to see which traits have activated. Okay, good. So we do have Aftertaste activated. So every time Aventurine's follow-up attack happens, it'll do aftertaste damage. That's nice. Okay, do I want to keep this or no? I might keep that just in case. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better now. Not incredible, but a little bit better. Let's do this. By the way, my RMC stat line. Stat line? What do you mean by stat line? I haven't heard that term before. 198 crit damage. Is that's just the crit damage? It's not the... You know how some people add together the crit rate and crit damage as one big stat when they're, you know, showing off about their stats? I assume you're just talking about 198 crit damage. 2-piece speed, broken kneel, or keel. Why do I keep on wanting to say broken kneel? That's just crit damage. Right, okay. Pretty sweet, dude. I guess I will upgrade erudition stuff. Yeah, I like that. And this one gives you a shield, which will work nicely with Aventurine stuff. I love Aventurine so much. Aventurine is great. Crit rate is useless on Remembrance main character. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Right. It's just giving a boost to your team based on the crit damage. That's how it works. I remember now. Do I want to do crit? I never want to upgrade these. I feel like they're not really that worth it. But this might be worth it. I don't know. Oh, regenerate energy might be good. Echo Nines is very excited to tell us about how cool their team is. I'm happy for you. That's cool. I think I want speed. Yes, please. These enemies are going to be fast. Okay. E1, Remembrance main character. I think mine is at E2 or 3 right now. I still need to finish the story. E1 RMC gives 10% crit rate to... It gives? You give crit rate to your team as RMC? Forgot about that. With Sunday's 20% crit rate. Boom Boom Sunday's overpowered. I do... A part of me, every time I look at recommended team compositions, I feel like Sunday shows up so much, and I'm like, man, I should have gone for him. But whatever. It's all good. I want to start off with debuffs. This will start with debuffs, right? Yeah.
Slow simmer over low heat.
There we go.
Quick stir fry over high heat.
Go!
Since you're
ults.
already
I was
here,
fast.
Why not have a meal before the
This time I'm gonna actually apply this stuff because it's a boss, and it feels like that would be a smart thing to do.
The dice have been cast.
All right, wish me luck on this boss. It's gonna be so
Or maybe I'll
cool.
take it all.
I weep for
Now,
the departed.
Acheron could do more damage if she applied her light cone's miracle fizzle ahead of time, but I'm gonna ult first and do that later.
Again.
Ouchie.
No dirty trick.
Ouchie.
I weep for the departed.
So if we look at this, you can see... Oh, what? Why don't they have miracle fizzle on them? Do the other enemies have it? What? Okay, we'll try this again. Now you will have miracle fizzle on you. Or whatever it's called.
Still have the upper hand?
Is that what it's called? Mirage fizzle. So I have Acheron's light cone. This is the only character signature light cone I've ever tried to get. Another character light cone I have is Clara's, but I got that one entirely because I lost my 50-50 trying to get Acheron's. And it was probably one of the best ones I could have lost my 50-50 to, because I like Clara. So that was great. But this will add Mirage Fizzle to the enemy, and each time the wearer attacks, this effect will trigger one time, and the wearer deals 24% increased damage, and the ultimate also does additional damage. Good investment for sure. Yeah. I was looking up online, and it seemed like it was worth it, and at the time, it seemed like I didn't have anything else I wanted to use my pulls on, and I had a bunch.
Spend freely. My back.
Ow! I am getting Castros, by the way. Good luck! I'm on 70 pity on guarantee. Cool. Why didn't you get her already? I guess maybe you've been busy? There's a free 10 pull in like 2 days. Oh, that's nice!
We've hardly any
I really
time
need
left
that
to
because
say
I used
farewell.
so many pulls to get Jiaoqiu home. Like, it hurts a lot.
Enemy data secure.
It really
Network
hurts.
activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
No pulls, lol. Oh, okay. You have played it to the max.
Still waters of oblivion.
Come on, hit Adventurine, hit Adventurine, hit Adventurine! There we go.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
This feels a lot better than my
Dice have been cast.
Castress attempts on Divergent Universe
Or maybe I'll
recently.
We have the upper hand.
It felt like with Castress's team, they did great when they did great, but when there was an enemy who they couldn't break their toughness, the team was dead in the water. And that felt bad.
Ready for another?
It's better to make no move. A little more heat.
I need more skill points. I already have a team for her. Ron May, RMC, and Gallagher. That's what I ran to.
It's on me.
Free will, or was it fate?
I need more skill points. I thought I had plenty of skill points in this team, but apparently not.
Enemy data
Yikaroonies.
secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Watch your head.
Moon Range State.
I weep for the departed.
I'll get the Tripster next time they run. Good luck on that too. Tribby seems very
It
good.
too shall fall.
Will I be okay if I ult before attacking? Surely.
I'm honored by your presence.
I mean,
Since you're
the
already
ult will
here,
be an attack,
why not
so...
have a meal before you leave?
Okay, we're fine.
Hedge your bets.
Also, look at them. The Tripster is almighty.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Alrighty. Let me know if the sound quality is alright. In terms of, like, not quality, the sound mixing. If the sound balancing between my voice and the game audio sounds good to you. In fact, right now, I'm going to go ahead and tune into my own stream on my phone and listen to it myself.
We've hardly any time left to say farewell.
La la la, this is me talking. I am talking over my stream. That's what it sounds like when I am streaming. That sounds good to me, I think. Cool. I thought of this idea of like, oh my gosh, I could just listen to it on a headset on my phone, and that way the sound from my phone doesn't come through the microphone here. Have my relics being awful. Castris is already at 89% crit rate. I know, right? The crit rate situation with Castris is very
Still waters of oblivion.
makes your eyes go big.
I weep for the departed.
Alright. This boss is kind of taking a while to get down. It's not even halfway down HP yet. Are there things I can do? I guess Acheron just got her ult back because of Brain in a Vat, probably. Let's see, more juice.
Think thrice, act wise, though oft twice shall suffice.
Let me see. Ensnarement. Unnerved. We don't have Pela's debuff from her ult yet here. So let's add on Pela's ult. Defense reduction. Exposed. So now we've got Mirage Fizzle, all of that stuff. Ashen Roast. Pyrogram Arcanum. Unnerved. It's all there. And Acheron is up to... Yeah, she's just 77 out of 181. Does she have any crit... boosts right now? What do you call that? Thunder Core. I don't know where that came from. Final damage dealt up. That's nice. Quadrivalent Ascendance. Oh, interesting. Pioneer Diver of Dead Waters. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna use ult. How much damage will this do?
It too shall fall.
We can still do more than that. Oh well, that took off a chunk. A chunk at least. I need more skill points, man.
Watch your head.
Day will heal us. Thank you. And how are we doing now? Exposed, and we still need ensnared, so I will use Pela's basic attack to get that on there again. Unnerved is still there. Ashen Roast is still there. We don't have Mirage Fizzle, so we're gonna do this
Another journey
and this, and then ult. I'm planning so carefully.
I'm on it. Since you're
I don't know why I
already
did this. I didn't actually need to do that. Oh well.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Woo. After this boss fight, I will stop for a quick little break. And we'll get back at it. Oh, we got crit. We got, or not crit. We got skill points, I think. That's nice. Pela exposed is already on there. Okay, boss is almost dead.
Again?
Watch your head.
I weep for the departed.
Is this it?
Too shall fall.
Almost?
We have the
Very close.
enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for good.
I'm glad the boss isn't bringing out more ads. That's very much appreciated. Thank you, sir.
It's better to make no move. A little more heat.
Destined for oblivion.
Is that it? Almost? Oh, so close.
No dirty tricks. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
There you go. Finally. Okay. Really? None of these are in the current recommended thingy? Huh. This one needs 5. This one needs 7. This one only needs 3. It feels really strange to be picking remembrance equations, though. Huh. Maddening voice appears in the action order. After any ally target launches a follow-up attack, in this case it's just going to be Aventurine, advances their action by 5%. When taking an action, action advances the first allied target in the lineup by 100%. After that unit uses an attack, wow, that was confusing, but okay, deals 10 instances of after damage equal to 30% of the allied target's attack, and up to 4 instances of attacks can take effect. What? I don't understand what that means, but okay. Why don't you try your luck and roll the dice for a better golden equation? Later on in the bench, I'm assuming is what you mean? I think I might. I just need to figure out what the heck this even means. Huh. This is so weird. On the bench, right. Frickin' finally! After an ally uses an ultimate, when using the next attack deals aftertaste damage equal to 240% attack. Good. That's wonderful. No! Oh my gosh. This is rough. This is a little rough, isn't it? Imaginary and ice control buffs. Well, Pela can do this, I guess. Ignore the target's resistance to freeze, control, imprisonment. It's fine, I guess. It's good enough. Okay. I will stand here in front of the shops, and I will go to break. You can watch all of Jiaoqiu's fun idle animations, which I don't know if I've seen all of them yet. I will get up and stretch, use the restroom, get something to drink,
circular
Excuse me.
formation, yuan-yang
I recommend you all
formation.
do the same. And we can
What
meet back
should
here
we
in just a
try
few
next?
minutes. Be right back.
Square formation, circular formation, yuan-yang formation. What should we try next? Huh? Huh? Square formation, circular formation, yuan-yang formation. What should we try next? Huh? 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 Square formation, circular formation, yuan-yang formation. What should we try next?
Okie dokie. Oh, I have opened the window a bit more so I have more of a breeze coming in. And I have my super special, it's like this honeycomb, it's like a honeycomb rubbery seat cushion you can put on your chair, and it's really cooling because of all of the pockets of air in it. I got it a year ago when I started streaming, and I don't use it all the time. Sometimes it's just a little bit too much of a seat lifter, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes I don't need my seat to be raised that much. or it just,
Square
I don't know, it feels
formation,
uncomfortable.
circular
But I don't know.
formation,
I haven't been able to figure out
Yuan-yang
why
formation.
sometimes it feels uncomfortable.
What should we try next?
But if I'm really needing a cool butt, it really hits the spot and is just exactly what I need. And it's exactly what I need right now.
Square
Okay,
formation,
I'm actually
circular formation,
ready to play now.
Yuan-yang formation.
Oh wait, not quite.
What should we try next?
There we go. Jiaoqiu idols, my beloved. They're so good. I don't know why his fan lights on fire. That's a little strange. Might want to get that figured out, Jiaoqiu. If I were you. Oh yeah, we can buy an equation. Please have something good. There should be one where he jumps through my monitor so I can touch his massive ears. Like, look at them. I want to pet his ears! Who wouldn't? Meh. And he has a big bushy tail. Attack increase sounds nice. This is good. Oh, a nice breeze of cool air came through the window. Oh, that was perfect. Thank you, breeze. Oh. Sure. What kind of curios do we have, Herta? It has definitely got to be the fluffiest tail of all time. I think you have it right. Obtain one random equation when obtaining this curio. I like that curio. Damaging enemies by 30% to start things off. Sure. And then I'm gonna save some fragments for later. Escapade. I mean... yeah... I guess I haven't done the escapade one enough to really have a feel for how useful it is. Okay, achieve victory in battle to obtain 2 blessings of 1 to 3 star rarity. And if you get victory in 3 cycles, get additionally 2 blessings of 1 to 3 rarity. 1 to 3 star rarity. Sure.
I'm honored by your. Since you're already
Ult
here,
immediately.
why not have a meal before you leave? The dice have
I
been
think I
cast.
will do
Bust.
what
Or maybe
people
I'll
were
take it
saying.
off.
where you ult with the debuffs first and then go with Acheron ult after that.
I weep for the departed.
Alright, how well do we do? That's really nice. That's a lot of damage. That's very nice. Okay, yeah, the enemy has Mirage Fizzle on them.
Waters of oblivion.
Nice. Very nice.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
I weep for the departed.
By the way, what light cone do you use on Castris? I just changed over to that one Bailu Abundance light cone, the 5-star one, because it'll give a lot of HP percent, basically, even though it's off path.
A little more should teach. I like adding fuel to the fire. Spend freely.
We'll do that.
Sagacious discernment.
How about letting the enemies? I'm honored by your... Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you
I
leave?
use the Feisha one. Oh, on Castris? Is the Feisha one is the hunt one? I'm assuming. Oh. I guess I don't need to be using Jiaoqiu's skill all the time. That's why I've been running out of skill points. The Battle Pass one gives 12% free crit rate and like 24% more damage for the Memo Sprite and herself.
It too shall fall.
Enemy data secure. Net markers
I guess
activated.
if I can beat the enemy fast enough,
Still waters
I'll
of
get
oblivion.
more stuff.
Ready for another?
Sure, I'll play along. It's on me. The dice have been bust.
Has the same HP as
maybe I'll
Natasha's
take
like
it
though, so it's really high HP too. Is it a 4-star one? Oh.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Still waters of oblivion.
I think we got it. Probably. It's a 4-star. I see, I see. Aventurine is going to get all these buffs from doing follow-up attacks and no one else is going to take advantage of it. Ah! There we go. The gold one being not good selections, yeah. Can't remember. This build... Oh, it does have one destruction equation that it recommends. But that's it. I would just need 2 destruction blessings to activate it, if I get
Square
it.
for me.
And there's no guarantee for that. I actually can't use Sunday with her since it'll overcap her crit rate. Yeah. This thing showed up, apparently. Obtain equations of 1 to 2-star rarity. Ooh. I'll pick the special one because it looks special. My knee was hit by an arrow. Was that a Skyrim reference?
I'm honored by since
I
you're
think that
already
was a
here, why
Skyrim
not have a
reference. I
meal
almost
before
guarantee it.
The dice have been cast.
Oh, we love it.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Refusing the toast.
Ah! I need shields.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
Hedge your bets. Spend freely.
Shields, please.
Another journey begins. On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Okay. All right.
No dirty trick. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Good. All right. Ouchie.
It's better to make no move. A little more heat.
Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated.
All right, come on, Acheron.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I like the damage. That is very nice.
Destined for oblivion.
Ouchie. Ouchie, ouchie.
It's on me.
Is daytime showing up? Nope. Nighttime is next. Oh, we got healed. Yay. Oh, scary.
I hit the mark.
Scary, scary, scary.
Spend freely. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Oh.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
How about letting the I'm honored by you since you're already here. Why not have a meal before you leave?
Okay.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
Another
Why did
journey begins.
Hela... I guess they're each getting healed a little bit when it's their turn.
On the
That's
still
what's
waters of
happening.
oblivion.
I think.
Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Okay. I'm gonna do shield again just in case I can get their shields a little higher. Not quite.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Yes, we love it. Ah, okay. That's fine, I guess. Increases damage multiplier of harmonized by 50%. It's just a little underwhelming. I mean, not losing a bunch of critical boost is good, I guess. Oh yeah, compared to removing all stacks, that is very good. I would rather pick this than the other two. That's what it comes down to. When will I get more of the blessings I want? Goodness gracious. Oofta. I said oofta just now. If you're new to the stream, oofta is a thing that you say when you grew up raised by Norwegians. Oofta. It's like saying, ugh. Except it's a word, I guess. So what if I do this so that it's 100% day? I'll just keep on stacking up final damage, sure.
Feeling lucky.
Night won't exist, and you'll only have day rotations. I wasn't ready! Oh well.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for good
We can't break those two
The dice have been
enemies.
cast. Bust.
But we
Or maybe
will
I'll
make
take
it work
it all.
anyway.
I weep for the departed.
That means free HP and ultimate charges. Oh! I didn't think of it that way. That is very nice. I like that.
Still waters.
I'm on board for that.
commencing support. Ready for another?
Spend freely. All in.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
We need better speed. We need more speed.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
We are
It's better
going
to make
after the
numbers.
enemies go. That just won't do.
More seasoning.
It's on me.
How are we looking here? Ooh, that's more like it. 100 crit rate and 247 damage. That's what I like to see.
I weep for the departed.
Beautiful. That's some good numbers right there.
Still waters of oblivion.
Watch your head. The dice have been
BRB a bit.
cast.
No problem.
Bust.
Do whatever you
Or
gotta
maybe I'll
do.
take it all. All in.
We appreciate lurkers.
Some luck.
I mean, look at it this way. Since you have Adventuring on your team, Night Boons are useless since you won't be losing any HP to activate Castrus Mighty Boons. I guess the Night Boons
doesn't
are
knock on its
all
own,
HP
no.
related, aren't they? Huh. Interesting.
Ready for another?
I'm honored by your... Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Good point, good point. Yay! Okay, that felt pretty good. Let's do the shield effect received increases. I like that. All the stupid elation things here. So funny. Conversion time. All right.
Feeling lucky. Oh, the bigger the risk, the better the reward.
Let's go ahead and do this.
Slow simmer over low heat, quick stir fry over high heat. How about letting the enemy strike?
Oh, hey, we got to go first. Go, Jiaoqiu, go. I'll fight you, Donkey Kong. All right. I'm thinking
I'm honored by your- since you're already
Jiaoqiu,
here, why not have a meal
Adventuring.
before you leave?
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
And then yeah. Yeah.
secure. Net markers
It feels weird. It's like I want to save the ultimates for after Aventurine uses her ult, or Acheron uses her ult, so that I can get Acheron's ult back up again real fast. But I probably would be better served always setting up the ultimate debuffs before her ult.
It too shall fall.
That looks pretty good. I like that a lot.
That's half the work. On the still waters of oblivion.
Very nice. Alright, first wave down. Now let's see if we can get particularly far this time. Oops! I messed up. Oh well. Do this.
Hedge your bets. It's on
Do
me.
this.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for
Do
oblivion.
this.
I weep for the departed. It
Ooh.
too shall fall.
Oh, not bad. We might actually get through this wave. Amazing.
For oblivion.
I don't know. Let's find out. Uh-oh. That hurt. Don't like that. Oh, good. Alright. Okay. Please don't hit Aventurine. Or Acheron, I mean.
Support.
Oopsies.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counter.
Acheron, stay alive! But I have Castrus on this account, so she can't die!
Ready for another?
Wahaha!
How about letting the enemy strike first? More seasoning.
That is so cool.
Spend freely.
Let's put some shields in Acheron.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I wish we had something to cleanse Acheron with. I made it through the second wave, are you kidding me? Wow. Maybe this team is awesome, considering it can do all of this, even with my really bad equations and blessings, you know? That's a really good sign.
Another?
It's better to make. I'm honored by. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Wow.
A little more heat.
It's on me. The dice have been cast. But
How far can we get?
maybe I'll take it all. All in.
I weep for the departed.
I'm really impressed.
It too shall fall.
6 million? Are you kidding me? Did you see that? Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me?
Net markers activated. Time for a
Was
good
that
old
6 million? I'm gonna clip that. Dang.
We have the upper hand.
I'm gonna go back and review that footage after this fight is done. Like, dang.
Still waters of oblivion. Destined for oblivion.
Uh-oh. Acheron, don't die.
I weep for the departed.
Kill him before he kills you. Come on.
It too shall fall.
Ooh, that is lovely stuff
I
right
weep for the
there.
departed. It too shall fall.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time
This
for a
is
good old
pretty
counterattack.
nice. I am really liking
Enemy data
this.
secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Still waters of oblivion.
Commencing support. We have the upper hand.
Let's go ahead and get rid of that
Enemy
revive.
data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Any other revives out here? Yes. I will get rid of your revive. I love you, Pela. You're the best. Pela's like so cool. Is Pela not just one of the coolest cool people ever? I don't think we're gonna get everybody out of this wave. I guess it's not about clearing the third wave. It's how much conversion data you can get, huh? Hey, that was enough to trigger. I don't know what debuff Aventurine applied that there, but whatever. Wow. Oh, I get one more. Let's go. Is this thing gonna revive? It is not. You die!
For oblivion.
Yeah! We love this! We love this! Wow! I'm very pleased. I can't believe how well that went. Hang on a second here. I want to look at that clip. I want to see. How much damage did I do? Where in the clip is it? Watching the clip, sorry. Pardon
Square
me.
Formation, circular formation, yuan-yang formation.
Okay,
What should
Ekron.
we try next?
That was 6,753,464.
Huh?
Oh my gosh. I gotta show it. I gotta show it. It's so cool. Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one?
Square formation,
No.
circular
one?
formation,
Dang
yuan-yang
it!
formation.
No.
What should we try next?
Let's try putting this over here. I don't know if that would make a difference. Look at that. Glorious. And we can keep going, indeed. Because this is with a crappy build. The drunk supervisor equation? Alright, drunk supervisor equation. Here we come. Hopefully. Dang. I'm very pleased with that. That was awesome. You use it because my main equation is the elation one? Yep, okay. Yet more underwhelming equations. Woohoo! Huh. Oh, no, we don't need to consume HP in this team. That's fine. Increases the damage multiplier of Harmonize by 50%. Harmonize is the Blessing of Harmony thing. I'll do this and hopefully replace it later. Speed! That's what I wanted. Speed! Oh, we are doing okay.
Feeling lucky.
Let's go! Man, the enemies are still
I'm on it.
faster.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before
Golly.
you leave?
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ready for another?
That's half the work on the still waters of oblivion.
It's better to make no move.
It's on me.
I weep for the departed.
Take him out.
It too shall fall.
Nice.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Ready for another?
How about letting the enemy strike first?
We'll do this.
Hedge your bets.
We'll do this.
Destined
And
for
this.
oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Okay. All right.
On the still waters of oblivion. That's half the work. Destined for oblivion.
Cool. All
Enemy targets
right.
detected.
Recovered from break. Darn. How many waves do we have? We have one more. All right. I will do this
I'm
and
honored
this.
by since you're already here. Why not have a meal before you leave?
Sure, I'll play along. Spend freely.
Shields are good.
On the still waters of oblivion.
The dice have been cast.
Let's do
Plus.
this guy in the
Or maybe
middle.
I'll take it all.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed.
Even though the equations and blessings have been so lackluster, I'm feeling pretty confident,
Destined for oblivion.
and I might actually, like, at the very least, I'm gonna get to the last boss. And I feel like I have a decent shot at actually beating it. But we will just have to see. Well, keep getting a variety in case I can get better equations. Hey! Adventure! Interact with the compass. Oh wait, no, this one! Oh, this is the one that Bladed Pride told me how to do it, and I did figure it out, but I also kind of it's been such a long time. Okay, so I'm gonna do the outside one first, obviously. And what I do is I count how many little dots there are, and then so that one is, so the outer arrow is slowly going past the 6 spots, and if I want that arrow to stop on the far left one, I need to press it now. Never mind. I didn't read it correctly. And I've forgotten how this works. Crap. So I hit that one. Maybe it's like opposite, like, because I was there. You can't see me pointing at the screen right now, but just I'm pointing at the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4 in between. That seems weird. Maybe it's 1 is lit up. That's what was going on. 1 was lit up, and I hit it there. So for this one, 4 are lit up. So if I want it to go there, I should hit this next one here. Yes! I have it right. Okay. And then the same thing again. Right there. Yes, I got it. Okay. Okay. I like how they animated the jetty coming into the port here. It's a nice animation.
The trick?
Yay! Oh, I see. When you know the technique, yeah. It was basically me trying to figure out what the technique was. That was the hard part. Sure. Oh. What does King of Sponges do, I wonder? I will deal with the King of Sponges, whatever it is. It's probably a bad thing, but whatever. Alright, this one will do some extra damage. Okay.
Feeling lucky.
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here,
I
why not
feel
have a meal
like
before you leave?
the enemies are still faster than us. It's so frustrating.
Time for a good old counterattack.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
Ooh. The enemies are kind of dangerous.
Watch your head.
I weep
Hey,
for the
La.
departed. It too shall fall. Still waters of oblivion.
Commencing support.
It's better to make no move.
It's on me.
Okay.
Enemy data
Alright.
secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Some heals. Ouchie!
I weep for the departed.
Alright, we need some more healing blessings, I think. Good, I like that. Okay. Get more shield effect. If we don't take damage, we don't lose the critical boost. That's what I love to see. Alright, we get this one too. We can get increased defense, which wouldn't hurt. Alright.
Feeling lucky.
Oh, goody.
Oh, the bigger the
Ah,
risk.
I need to
the
get
reward.
through this faster, I feel like. Hmm. I like this one. This feels kind of lackluster. Ooh! When an ally target's brain and fat reaches 100%, increases attack by 80%. After using an attack, deals additional damage equal to 80% of attack to the enemy target with the highest HP among the targets attacked, lasting for 3 turns. Not bad. Sure. I'm a fan. This one, I don't know. We're kind of going with a hunt-themed build in the end. Oh, this thing. Yeah. I want to try to get a different one and see how we can do. Ooh, this one is recommended. Yeah, I want to try. I want to try. I need 4 blessings for it, but I still want to try. Okay, so we need erudition and propagation. We need propagation. Okay. All right. Can I get rid of some of these? Good. Hmm. Hmm. I feel like this one is not that useful. Nice. Overwrite the Gold Harmony one? Sure, that's a good idea. I like that. Yes! After any allied target consumes any skill point, increases all allies' crit damage by 2%, stacking up to 35 times. Aw, yeah. I like it. We only need one more. Ooh. Let's see. Maybe one of the follow-up ones. Hmm. Do any of these need harmonize? No. Hmm. Yay! Ha ha ha! For each skill point consumed by an allied target, their damage taken reduces by 6% for 2 turns. Cool! I love that. I am a big fan. Awesome. Okay, to keep going would be very expensive, so I'm gonna not. Alrighty. Hmm. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna use that. Hmm. I just remembered I need more things that give us more survivability. Ah. How about if we take a killing blow? We get our health back up or something. I have Castris though, so like things are there. How about... Okay, no, actually the healing has been really good when enemies are defeated, but it would be nice if we could get healing other places. The shield effect received by allied targets? That's a good idea. I like that idea. Yeah, I like that. Because that's going to be useful for multiple things. I like that,
Bigger the
yeah.
risk, the better the reward.
Alright. 2 technique... I could use multiple technique points. You know what? I've been struggling with ×5 difficulty, so there's no reason not to use items in here. And all of that. So, what I will do is, I will
Slow simmer.
do this and engage.
Gleam of old blades.
Threat index raised.
I'm honored by your
Go
presence.
team.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I believe in you, team.
The dice have been cast. Bust.
We're already doing pretty darn
Or
good.
maybe I'll take it all.
Executing annihilation.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Very nice. 2 million.
This is where it ends.
Very cool. How are we doing critical boost wise? Yeah, we got 3 stacks right there. Can stack up to 14 times. Woohoo! 95 to 15. Let's keep going.
Still waters of oblivion.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
Sure, I'll play. It's on me.
Okay, don't kill me.
Operation.
Watch your head.
Initiating.
I weep
Let's
for the departed.
go.
It too shall fall.
Yes. Could be better, could be worse.
Destined for oblivion.
Adjusting calculation. Surge.
Alright, okay.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Go, go, go. Woo! That's the aftermath damage, right? I think. Let's do
Spend
this.
freely.
Calculating result.
Alright.
Power amplification.
A little more heat. Adding fuel to
Yeah.
the fire. I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
I'm so happy I have Jiaoqiu.
I
He's
weep for the
great.
departed.
I feel no
It
regrets
too shall fall.
about pulling him. Yes. Okay, here we go. 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 I don't have anything. I mean, the really scary part is when the hand comes down. The one hand that captures your teammates.
The dice have been cast.
I wish I could do it on them, but I want to keep all of the Acheron stacks on one enemy, so I'll just
Bust.
focus on the main
Or
boss.
maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Doing good? Okay. I'm glad it looks good to someone else. I'm so afraid about when the enemy actually attacks us.
Free will, or was it fate?
But
Still waters of oblivion.
I'm hoping that
weep for the
the stuff that I picked in the shop, in the bench,
It too shall
helped
fall.
out. Alright, 2.3 mil.
Sure, I'll play along.
I love the shields. These are some good shields. How's our crit boost right now? 14 stacks. That's what I love to see. 156 crit rate and 275 crit damage. Woo! Just out of curiosity, Aventurine, do you apply a debuff on your basic attack right now? I think you do.
Again.
Calculating result.
No dirty tricks.
Analysis complete.
Oh, look at that! The shield's held up! We keep the crit boost. I really like that blessing. I think that's a nice blessing.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
It's better to make no move.
Okay. I'm gonna do this. Nice. And then we will hit ultimate.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
1.7 mil. Okay, I'm ready to ult the hand immediately. Ulting
I
hand.
weep for the departed.
Oh, sort of. Not really. Can I break it?
It too shall fall.
Maybe? No?
I'm honored. by
Can
your
you break
presence.
it? No, you can't. You
Since
don't
you're
have...
already here, why not have a
We
meal
need
before you
electric or quantum or wind. So Acheron's the only one who can break the hand. But we beat it up without even breaking it, so that's fine.
Executing operation.
Uh-oh, shield is down.
Watch your head.
But
The
he
dice have
made it
been
through.
cast. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Okay. Shield up. I love the skill point regeneration. That's great. I think this is where we win. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Jiaoqiu, thank you so very much. Oh wait, I forgot. We're not all the way through yet. But I got through that boss. We got a good equation even. Look at that. Wow. Capriciism is a good gold equation. It will help you in doing more ultimate damage as long as you spam your ultimates. Capriciism is... after allies use their ultimates total 2 times, deal 2 instances of wind damage equal to 600% base damage to a random enemy target. Random enemy, okay. This damage will deal damage equal to 30% of the original damage to adjacent units. Very nice. Caprism is what it is. Okay, okay. Every time this effect is triggered, increases the number of instances by 1 this battle. That part I'm confused by, but it's good. Whatever it is, it's good. Okay, so the recommended equation is Warring Scholar. When an ally target breaks an enemy target's weakness, charges Brain in a Vat by 20%, and regenerates energy equal to 10% of max energy. The second part about regenerating energy equal to 10% of max energy, I don't know if Acheron is going to benefit from that part, but she'll probably, you know, benefit from the Brain in a Vat, obviously. After defeating an enemy target, regenerate energy equal to 60% of max energy. I don't know if she'll take advantage of that either. I guess we shall see. Goody! Whatever. After an allied target uses an ultimate, for the next 2 attacks deal 1 instance of aftertaste damage. Second part is a bit useless for Acheron. Okay, that's what I thought, yeah. The Brain in Nevada is what counts. Alright, cool. I just don't even know. All of these feel kind of meh. I kind of like this, because we're going to be using ultimates a lot with the build we have, so I guess that makes sense. We have no hunt characters, we have no abundance characters, and we have 1 lightning character, but we don't have any wind. If I was using Sampo, like I normally do with Acheron, this would work, but we've got Jiaoqiu. I could switch over to, Gallagher, but then our shielding strat wouldn't be useful anymore. So silly. Curio lost. Okay, so it's time for me to find out what the King of Sponges is about. Oh, great. Every time you enter a domain, all allies will lose 80% of their current HP, while their max HP is increased by 10%. This curio will be destroyed after its effect has been triggered 4 times, and the max HP bonus will take effect even after the curio is destroyed. So if you, like, deal with it for 4 times, you get the benefit of max HP up 10%. Oof! It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Let's go! Owie! Get a little bit of heals there. What kind of equation do you got? Just in case. Meh. This one is like... it's fine. We have everything here. Oh, I like this one. This is one of my favorite destruction blessings. I really appreciate this kind of blessing. It's so nice. The gold erudition one looks spicy. Oh, yeah. I like it too. Okay. This is what I want. When an allied target consumes any skill point, restore HP equal to 10% of their max HP. Just a little bit more healing would be great. This is what I want. And it'll provide more, you know, the stuff. The stuff will happen. It'll, increase the whatever thing that the propagation trait is. Okay. Let's do some combat! Woo! I'd rather do combat now. Hang on, hang on, hang on.
Feeling lucky.
You missed me, you missed me! That was terrifying. There we go! We also get healed at the beginning of the fight.
Why not have a meal before we leave?
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated.
I had a feeling that doing a combat domain would be smart to do.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Look at that. We're so cool.
On the still waters of oblivion.
We got some skill point regeneration going on. It's
How about
great.
letting the enemy strike first? A little more heat. It's better to make no move.
We'll do this. Oh, I love that. Can I just ult them right now? I just want to. Before they transform.
It too shall fall.
3 mil. Let's ult again!
I weep for the departed.
This is where the build really starts having fun. 4.9 mil. Uh-oh. Was that all the waves? There might be another enemy waiting for us after this. I guess we'll find out. We'll do this. And then I'll pay attention to anybody jumping us. Calm down, Shiny! This is good. But I also want more propagation ones so I can max out the talent. The trait, I mean. No, this is good. This is good. Anyone else? Oh, that was it. Okay. Let's do combat so we can keep healing up using the fight. Ooh. I don't think I often take this particular Swan Song boon, so this is the first time I'm seeing a lot of these. Although apparently I have taken them before once because the little book icon isn't there anymore. Let's see. We're already at 100%, so increasing the ratio isn't going to change much. Swan Song is considered as bleed. I like that. I kind of like that. Triggers one is a song at a ratio of 100%. Oh. Yeah, I think I kind of am curious about the DOT effects and things.
Feeling lucky.
Alright, let's go! I'm ready to go, ready to go, ready to
I'm
go.
honored by your since you're already here.
Here we go.
Why not have a meal before you leave?
The dice have been cast. Bust.
Ah, these little buggers.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the
I
departed.
really would like to up my team's speed in this Divergent universe run.
We have the upper hand.
Sure, I'll play along. Spend freely.
Did. Uh-oh. There we go.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
5.4 mil.
Destined for oblivion.
I'm just gonna attack you immediately because I feel like it.
It too shall fall.
Yay!
That's half the work. Still waters of oblivion. That's half the work.
What if I do this so I can get my turn back immediately?
Destined for oblivion. Free will, or was it fate? Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the
Go!
departed. It too shall fall.
So cool. How many waves left? This is the last one.
Destined for oblivion.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for
So
another?
let's do that and then
I weep
ult.
for the departed.
Oh,
It
I
too
really
shall
didn't even
fall.
need to do that. Okay. Yay. We'll do that. Target speed increases. Please. It's probably not going to be enough, but I just really want it. Conversion. All right, it's been destroyed.
Feeling lucky.
Nice. Can I do like no, oh, that's not gonna work. Whatever.
This place is dangerous. Advance with caution.
Okay, let's engage with Acheron. Or maybe we'll do Jiaoqiu and Acheron.
A slow simmer over Loki.
Stream forth. Gleam of old blades.
Yay!
I'm honored by your since you're already here. Why not have a meal before you leave?
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed.
Go team, go!
It too shall fall. That's half the work.
Nice. And they have Mirage Fizzle on them, so let's just ult again right now. And it'll use that one thing, I think.
I weep for the departed.
I forget what the thing is, but I know that there's a thing where good things happen if I ult twice in a row.
Destined for oblivion.
Sure, I'll play
Acheron,
along.
you're so
It's on
cool.
me.
Keep those shields up. Keep that critical boost going. Come on.
Ready for another?
How about letting the enemy strike first?
Let's do that.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
5.5 million. I love to see it. Woo!
Another journey begins.
Very nice.
Still waters of oblivion. Destiny for
Okay, alright.
Spend freely. Watch your head.
I weep for the departed.
Maybe I should have ulted with other stuff first. Too late though.
It too shall fall.
Enemy data secure. Network
Everybody ult.
activated. Time
Go!
for counterattack.
Wow.
That's half the work.
The dice have been cast. Bust.
I want people to get shields
Or
up.
maybe I'll take it all. Oh,
Okay.
Still waters of oblivion.
Commencing support.
We'll do this. Do some of this.
I weep for the
And
departed.
some ults.
It too shall fall.
Nice.
That's half the work.
Okay.
Destiny for oblivion.
watch your head. The dice
Woohoo!
have been cast. Bust.
I'm really focused on making sure shields stay up, because as long as I do that, we won't lose all the crit stacks. Okay.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Go team, go.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Nice. The debuffs are still up. No, wait. Payla's is not. Ooh. That's fine, apparently. I'm not gonna
I
wait.
weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Lovely.
Still waters of oblivion.
Alright, gotta survive through the monkey. Through the Donkey Kong. Are there any buffs I can strip off these guys? Nope. Okay.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Alright.
I weep.
Go!
It too shall fall.
Ooh! 7.8 million! Let's ult again right now. Incredible. We love to
I
see
weep
it.
for the departed.
Not a lot of. There aren't any debuffs on the new enemies, though. 8 million! Woohoo! Ooh! I'm gonna do this. And then, I don't know. Should I use skill or basic attack? Because skill will move the boss's aggro onto
We've hardly
Acheron.
any time left to say farewell.
I don't know if I want to do that. It's kind of scary. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do basic attack. Aventurine can take it. Yeah.
Sure, I'll play along.
Okay.
It's on me.
I'm honored by your... Since you're already here, why not have a meal?
Alright.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I weep for the
No!
It too shall fall.
Oh, goody. I'm gonna ult again right now!
It too shall fall.
8.7 million! I like that. That's great. Once again, I need to decide whether to move the aggro onto Acheron or not. I don't know! Sure.
Still waters of oblivion.
Maybe I can move it over to Pela. Or not. Maybe I won't.
No dirty.
Enemy targets detected.
I'm thinking I'm gonna not.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Let's ult again!
Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Woo!
I weep for the
Man, I really wish I could have gotten more copies of Pela when I was pulling for Jiaoqiu. It hurts. Oh, we are so close. Oh, we did it!
I weep for the departed.
Wow. Over 150 conversion data. Was that 10 million? Was that literally 10 million? Oh my gosh. Was that literally 10 million? I want to see.
Time to make a decision.
I want to see. I'm watching it. 10 million! $100 million. Okay, I'm too lazy to show you this time, but it's 10,274,952 damage points. Oh, goody. Lord have mercy. Let's focus you.
Have the upper hand.
Then we can focus. I guess I don't know. What am I doing? I've lost track of what I'm doing. This fight has been taking a while. It's so cool. Look at all the damage that's happening everywhere.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for
Wow.
counterattack.
Okay.
More season.
Sure, I'll play along. Spend freely. No dirty tricks.
Okay, last chance to, I guess, finish off some of these televisions, perhaps?
For oblivion.
Yes? Good. Wonderful. We love it. 247 cosmic fragments. I'm a fan of that. Yay! After allied targets use their ultimate to attack weakness broken enemies, delay enemies' action by 16%. That's fine. I want more speed, though. Yeah, the run is promising, which is wild when you consider how weird the equations and blessings were for the first half of it. I'm actually gonna pick this one instead, because I want more speed. When allies' obsession stacks exceeds 70, increases ultimate damage by 75%. That's cool. I don't know. What's this one? That's also weird. These are all weird. It increases weakness break efficiency, though. I like that part of it. Sure. Whee! I'm excited. I'm just gonna keep going. I might have to stream a little bit longer than I had originally planned, but I'm really enjoying this run, and I want to see it to the end on stream. I won't have to get... I don't think I'll have to go too much longer than I expected.
I'm honored by your... Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
What kind of fight am I in? There's a points counter in the top right up here, and I forget what it's for.
It too shall fall.
I'll figure it out as I go. I'll figure out eventually. Maybe after I clear this wave, I'll get a bunch of points? Maybe? Oh, okay. When I clear enemies.
It too shall fall.
So clear as many enemies as I can.
Destined for oblivion.
Uh-oh.
No dirty tricks.
No!
Sure, I'll play along.
Did we lose our crit stacks? I don't think we did.
Enemy targets detected.
Let me just see. We have 12 crit stacks. I think Adventurine was holding on to them at the time.
How about letting the enemy strike first?
Let's do this.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Very nice. Let's ult
I
again.
weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Love it.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Okay.
A little more heat.
We have the upper hand. Ready for another?
Free will, or was it fate? Still waters of oblivion.
It's so nice to have a Jiaoqiu for Acheron.
Destined for oblivion.
He's giving her so many debuffs. It's wonderful. Okay. Let's shield up for the barrage on the way.
Back, back.
I weep for the departed.
So much ultimate charge all over the place. That's fine.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Do I even know what my goal is for how many points I want to get? I wonder.
No dirty tricks. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
For those joining us right now, we are a little over halfway through a Divergent Universe run with my very new Jiaoqiu.
Ready for another?
Darn, I didn't get enough ult charge there. But
I'm
I have
honored
enough
by
ult
it.
charge
Since you're
here.
already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Okay.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Okay.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall
Ooh, 14 million! Oh, we love to see that.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old
14 mil. That's a spicy meatball.
waters of oblivion.
Holy smokes.
Sure, I'll play along.
Oh, he didn't apply a buff that time. I don't know when Adventurine applies a debuff. Let's see.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Okay. Miracle Fizzle. Expose. Let's add Ensnare to that. And then ult again.
Free will, I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
It's alright.
Destined for oblivion.
We gotta kill this one before we run out of turns. We gotta.
Watch your head. The dice have been cast. Bust.
Come on. Come
Or maybe
on.
I'll take it all.
We can make it happen. We can be heroes. Look. It's so close. Let's just do Aventurine again. Let's
Or maybe I'll
go.
take it all.
Ready for another?
Go.
I weep for the departed. It too
There it
shall
is. All right. So we had to hit 500. That's what was going on. I just kind of ran in there and didn't even look at what I was doing. Sweet. Let's use one of those thingies that replenishes your technique points. I think that would be nice. Wait. Wait. I thought... What? I thought that I could. Huh? What's the point of letting me look here? What's the point? I was told by another chatter at some point that I could. I was lied to. No. Whatever.
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
The dice have been cast. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated.
Maybe there's like a, you know how there's those special effects you can set and whatever in the Divergent universe. In the little art gallery, you can set different like sculptures that affect stuff. And maybe there's one that lets you use items that they thought that I had, but I actually don't. I'm not really sure. Aha! I love the break damage. That's nice. Ouchie.
No dirty tricks. Watch your head.
Okay, we're fine.
It's better to make no move. A little more heat. I like adding fuel.
Oh,
to
I
the
love
fire.
that weakness break efficiency. That is
I'm honored. by your
nice.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
As
I
long
read
as you
from
are
the
in
top.
threshold protocols, you cannot use items during your run. Oh, maybe that's the difference.
It too shall fall.
Threshold protocols perhaps has some limitations that I was unaware of. Okay, I hope we didn't lose our crit stacks.
How about letting the enemy strike first?
No, I don't think we did. If we did, we only lost one. I think that's how it works.
More season.
Commencing support. Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
We need weakness break here.
Still waters of oblivion.
It's on me.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Go, go, go.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Okay.
Destined for oblivion.
Enemy targets detected.
How many waves do we have? One more.
Another journey begins. Still waters of oblivion.
Ow!
My back.
Watch your head. Spend freely. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Ready for another?
I weep for the departed.
Go! Slice and dice them!
It too shall fall.
This is the part of the stream where I don't know what to do to provide entertaining stream for everyone. I'm just like, I'm totally not zoned out. I'm zoned in. I'm locked in. That's the term. I'm locked in right now.
It's better to make
Gotta win. This is the last fight. Okay. We'll just use Akron.
I weep for
It's
the
fine.
departed. It too shall fall.
All right. Okay, this one again. I could do this one. Sure. It's just a drop in the bucket, but whatever. Okay, it really wants me to take this one apparently, so I will take it. How about this one, just so we actually get the most out of it? Oh my gosh, I'm so close! I'm so close! So close to the final boss! Oh my gosh! Each time Swan Song deals damage during the day, increases its damage by 5% of the original multiplier. This can stack up to 200% each day or night. We have day only here. I like that. I'm picking it. Okay. Show me what you got. I'm rich right now, so... let's see. Break effect. Delay target action. I'll take that one. Okay. So, we've got some good stuff here. I feel like I don't need absolutely every follow-up elation blessing under the sun. After an ally target breaks an enemy target's weakness. I don't know. Increases ally target speed by 5%. Whee! Yes. Incoming healing up. I like. I also like just having more destruction blessings. What's this? Probably don't need. Not bad. Now let's go over to the bench here. What was I saying? I don't need every single follow-up thing ever. Actually that's fine. I guess that's okay. I feel like this is not that great. That's fine or whatever. I don't know. It's weird. Path of Remembrance is really weird with this team. I don't understand why the game like really wants me to get it. I can get rid of some of the hunt blessings to make room for others. I feel like I don't really need this. Surely. Yeah. What else can I get rid of? Yeah, this one. They're not really giving me great ones to replace them with, though. Keep calm and think carefully, Shiny. I shall. I will think through each choice. Keep calm and carry on. So we do need at least 3 harmony blessings. So those are going to stick around. Maybe I just keep what I have. I feel like if I get rid of something, I'm not going to get anything really awesome in return. Yeah. But I have so much money. I don't know what to do with it. I guess, okay, let's... Yes, I'm gonna leave. I'll come back. Don't worry. Let's just go spend our money. We have it. We might as well spend it. This is fine. This is also fine. This is also fine. I can just get all of it if I want to. Not quite. Almost all of it. We'll do this. Alright. Look at all this stuff. There was something here that I was thinking I really want to upgrade this. The speed one. Yes. And speed increases by 20% for 2 turns. Ooh. Ooh, I'll keep that in mind. I will keep that in the back of my head. Okay. So this is the difference between a 70% crit damage increase and 105% crit damage increase. Oh. That's pretty nice. Ooh, that is pretty nice. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Okay, we're all set. We are poor. We are ready for the final countdown. Ba-da-ba-na. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Feeling lucky.
This is where I really wish I had technique points. Whatever. Okay, I can do one more. Come on.
Feeling lucky.
Ah. Oh well. Should I engage with Jiaoqiu or Acheron here? Also, is this not a fitting last boss with Jiaoqiu? Is this not? We are going to beat him into the ground. Alright. I think I engage with Jiaoqiu. That is what I shall do. And that means I can spend one more time with Aventurine. It was useless. Whatever.
Slow simmer over low heat.
Let's go!
I'm honored by your presence since you're already
Go!
here. Why not have a meal before you leave?
Enemy data secure.
Okay, so the weakness situation,
Net markers activated.
not the
Time for good old
best.
counterattack.
The only one who can
The dice
really
have been
do
cast,
weakness or
maybe
do
I'll
break
take it all.
anything is Jiaoqiu.
I weep for the departed.
That's a little rough.
It too shall
But we have a lot of damage. This will be Jiaoqiu's revenge. That's right! You thought it was just the poison. No!
Watch your head.
I love the voice that Hulei makes. Every time he takes damage, he's like...
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Come on, come on, come on.
Another journey begins, destined for oblivion.
Spend freely.
It's better to make no move. More seasoned. How about letting the
Love
enemies
that. I'm gonna let Jiaoqiu use his skill as much as possible so I can keep bringing that toughness meter down.
strike? More heat.
Alright.
Watch your head.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
It's so funny. I think that was that 16 mil, or was I imagining
Or was
it?
Fate.
What kind of debuffs do we have? Do we already have Mirage Fizzle? We don't. Let's apply that right now.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
26 million!
How familiar.
No? Was I wrong? I don't know.
Commencing support.
I'm not sure. I want to check. Clips are so handy. I want to see, I want to see, I want to see.
Time to make a decision.
I'm checking, I'm checking. Let me see how much the numbers are. I was wrong. It was just 2.4 million. Oh. Ah, well.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I'm honored by your since
I'm gonna
you're
go ahead and
already
ult right
here,
now
why
so
not
I
have a
can
meal
get that
before you
toughness meter down. There you go.
I like adding fuel
Alrighty. Now that's so good that we have those erudition buffs, and we can get Jiaoqiu's ult up real fast because we need his ult over and over again because he's the only one that can actually break the
Think
toughness
thrice,
meter.
Act wise, though oft twice shall suffice.
Let's do
Little
this.
more heat.
Watch your head.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Alright, let's do this
I'm honored.
again.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
This is so wonderful and cinematic that Jiaoqiu is fighting him. I love it. It's cinema.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated.
Maybe I should have
Time
saved
for a
that
good
ult.
old
Oops.
counterattack.
Not sure. Unsure.
Still waters of oblivion.
There we go.
It's just a tool.
I weep for
I
the
wanted to wait
departed.
until the others showed up. There we go.
It too shall fall.
Rah, 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 rah.
It's just a tweener massage.
So funny.
It's better to make no move. A little more should take.
Love that. And let's
I'm
ult
honored.
again.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
I feel pretty confident about this run. I think the real test will be the last wave. Let's shield up and shield up again.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
It sounds so
I weep
funny.
for the departed.
Rah, 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 rah.
It too shall
Oh. Oh. Was that a lot? That felt like that was a lot.
I weep for the departed.
Maybe not.
It too shall fall.
I almost want it as a sound alert. It's so funny.
Still waters of oblivion.
Can I strip? No, it's unremovable. Of course it is. I hate it when things have unremovable buffs. But that's just how it is.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for
It sounds like Homer Simpson. Don't.
It's on me.
It's better to make no move.
Okay.
A little more should take.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed.
It's like Homer Simpson pitched down, I guess.
It too shall fall.
It's so funny.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm ready for you.
I'm honored by your. Since
Bring
you're
it
already here,
on.
why not have a meal?
That's why I
before
saved
you
that
leave?
ult. Take it. Okay, now I'm running out of skill points a little bit. I'm not worried. It's fine. Whatever. Okay, let's ult on these guys.
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
And before Day shows up, I will use ult.
I weep for the departed.
The damage is so crazy.
How about letting the enemy strike first?
Amazing. Very nice. Okay. What kind of debuffs do you have right now? Exposed but not ensnared. So let's do ensnared.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Very nice. Good. There it is. Here we go. Here we go. This is the test. This right here is where we
I'm honored by
test.
your. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
The dice have been cast. Bust.
Show me what you got.
Watch your head.
There we go.
net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed.
Let's do this.
It too shall
Man,
fall.
it's really hard to get his counter down, isn't it? Let's use ult again.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time
I think,
for
is
good
that
old
after
counterattack.
damage that's happening? Or after something? Now I'm angry. Don't. Kool-Aid, probably. Indeed. Okay. I'm gonna tag him.
Watch your head.
Okay.
It's better to make no move.
And I'm gonna use a skill and then go
I
in.
weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Alright. We're so close. I can't believe it's finally gonna happen. I'm finally gonna beat this mode. After so many tries.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Everyone else said Castris is super meta, but looks to me like Acheron's doing pretty good.
Or maybe I'll take
I'm
it all.
just saying. Look at this. It's ridiculous.
I'm honored by since
We
you're
are
already
raining
here,
numbers
why not
and
have a meal
doughs.
Again. Watch your head.
How about letting the enemy strike first?
Wait, I
I
hit
weep
this
for
all.
the departed.
Let's go, let's go, let's
It
go.
too shall fall.
Look at that. It's amazing.
Enemy data secure.
Almost there.
Time for a good old counterattack.
Are you gonna hit the final? Nope, it's Payla that's hitting the final one. I should have given the final one to Jiaoqiu.
I am not from a military
did
background, nor do I seek military success.
it! Good job, Jiaoqiu. You're amazing. Goodness gracious. I wish I could jump in this game. I would be jumping around right now. Lordy. Cool boy. Cool team. Yay! So I have to win 3 times before I can go up, I guess? There it is. The build that could. Wow. Oh, I don't want to unfavorite it. Okay, I'm good. Save current file. Absolutely. I don't know. How about... I don't know. We'll get rid of this one. Overwrite this one. And then the new one is Ache Jiao Pale Galag. Ta-da! There it is. Way to go, team! Thank you so much for joining me in today's adventure. Oh, it's not Galag. Oops. Where can I fix that? I was just typing and typing and typing. Gonna go here and here. And then switch save file. Go up here. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Don't worry, Aventurine. I got you. Ta-da! I must have it be accurate, otherwise me in the future will pick the wrong characters. It's important that it's Aventurine because there's shield mechanics involved in this build. Yay! I'll show this off for my last screen. Isn't that just such a cinematic picture of a bunch of numbers and symbols? Wow. Isn't it beautiful? Thank you so much for your support, Bladed Pride. Thank you everyone for watching and cheering me on, even if it was from your lurking area wherever you are. That was great. I feel very fulfilled. And I'm so happy I pulled Jiaoqiu. I'm very nervous about the fact that I have, like, probably... I very much have... I think it's like 20 to 30 pulls left for Dr. Ratio's light cone, so that might not happen. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm still happy. I don't regret it. Jiaoqiu's great. He had a great story. Even though I don't engage with the Honkai Star Rail story much anymore, I did enjoy his part of that Trailblaze mission that I played. So yeah. I'll probably stream again tomorrow. And it'll probably be the new patch for version 1999, so hang out for that. It's gonna be great. And I reserve the right to change my mind at the last minute. So, you should join my Discord if you haven't already, because you can get notifications when I go live on stream and when I upload videos on my VOD channel on YouTube. And you can also see very cute pictures of my pet rats. So don't miss out on that. Everyone, please do take care of yourselves, alright? Definitely, definitely take care of yourselves. And, like, don't forget to, like, you know, try to get outside if you can. Get some of that sunshine and sunlight, if there is any where you live. I guess if you're in the southern hemisphere, it's starting to cool off. But enjoy the fall colors if you're down there in the southern hemisphere. Greetings and cheers to you all. Okay, we're gonna cut it off there on the recording, and then I'll be sending everyone off on a raid. Bye-bye, recording. Bye. Alright, and with that, let's see who we can raid today. Alright. Cool. Oh, there's a couple options. Let's see. Let's go give some love to Night Hunter Teresa. They did a great job. She did a great job recording the collab last Saturday with Decaf for the Ulrich side story, which I'm going to be playing for the rest of this evening so I can catch up, because it's going away within like 12 hours from now. Alright, go hang out with Teresa doing some art and making some emotes for Twitch. I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye!